Hi there. Today I have come very late since this is a resting time for me afternoon, but today is a very rainy day. From morning it's been raining, so I thought that if I make a video now, I don't need background music as such, right? So let me show you a little of rain probably, but I've set it like that you can't see the background at all. But you can hear the sound of the rain, which is natural. I don't have to add any music to this. No? That's the best part of it. So I got up from the bed thinking that let me quickly make a video now, so that, see, listen to that. That's thunder. So thunder and rain. From morning it's been raining, heavy rain. So now you can see the graying of my hair, which is of this length, and below that is my black hair, of course. But that's how it is. Okay. So today, it seems today is the birth anniversary of one of the Bollywood actors, late Mr. Vinod Khanna. I read about it. Do you know who is Vinod Khanna? Of course, we all know who is Vinod Khanna because we have watched a lot of old songs which we like. If you like Bollywood, if you like songs, definitely you know who is Vinod Khanna. He was one of the charming actors, along with Rajesh Khanna, of course, and many others who, I don't know, I've not watched any movie of Vinod Khanna, but I've listened to a lot of songs. So today I played many songs like Chodo Sanam, Kahe Ka Gam, Haste Raho, Khelte Raho, Mit Jayega Sara Gila, Humse Gale, Milte Raho, Chodo Sanam, Kahe Ka Gam. So that's one song. That's one of my favorite songs. It's very meaningful. What will you get keeping a sad face all the time? Just keep yourself smiling, and that probably is going to help you get over that, whatever is the problem. Right? That's what I believe in, and that's what I try to do. I don't say I always do that, but I try to do that. Can you hear the thunder? So it's a very beautiful weather today. Of course, the forecast was saying that it's going to be like that for a week, but it never happened, and today it has happened. So I wanted to share it with you, and after this definitely I'm going to turn the mobile so you get to see what is around a little of it. Okay, so this video is going to be without any background music, and that makes it awesome because of the weather. So when I was reading about Vinod Khanna, I read that at a stage of his life he turned to spirituality. He went to Osho, and he wanted to be a saint like Modi ji, and like many people, many of us, we turn to spirituality at some point of our life. In fact, I am very spiritual that way. So what is the definition, what is the description you would give for spirituality? What's your idea of spirituality? Because each one of us have our own idea of what is spirituality. For some people it is worshipping, for some people it's lighting their lamp and going to temple and just contributing in all those things. For some it is seva, which is service, is worship. For some it is probably work is worship. For some it is, there are so many reasons. So what is your idea of spirituality? That's a question. So for me, I turned to spirituality at a very early age, in my mid-20s, I would say, when I delivered my daughter, the second delivery. After that, a lot of things changed inside me. I don't know. I want to listen to all meaningful talk shows and read a lot of articles that would take me to the deeper level, and spend a lot of time in that, including gospels and many Hindu saints, and Bhagavad Gita, of course. Not everything very well, but I spend a lot of time reading all that. That is something I enjoy, because there was a spiritual pull. It was taking me away from everything else and taking me to this, a lot of me. And I would say that it was an awakening for me, and that is also the time when I was deeply compassionate, and when I was able to take everybody towards me, when I was spiritual. Yeah, that is one stage of awakening for me. I always believe like that. It was in my 25, and I was 25 plus, that is. And it continued from there. I would say there was always ups and downs after that, but then that spirituality, the sense of needing to keep in touch with what is deep within me, the core of you that you say, like whatever you call that. Some people call it the sanctuary, the light within, or whatever. What is truly you, that part of you. That is one part of it. It helps you get in touch with who you really are, which at times becomes very difficult when we are distracted and when we are caught up in the other parts of life. It doesn't happen to us. That is one part of spirituality for me. Second thing is being compassionate with the world and around us, and being able to take everything in. That is it. To be able to face everything without losing peace. That was also something that I learned from spirituality. So that is the beginning, that I would say, for me, what spirituality felt like. It was peace. It was like drawing you towards something, and wanting to be more and more engaged in activities, or being in touch with such meaningful thoughts. So that also keeps you, in the beginning, that keeps you away from a lot of things in life, which otherwise felt easy for you. So that is my idea of spirituality. I think that it is essential part of life. If you're not spiritual, you are losing a lot of what is life. So you need to know what is life. And for that, you need to be spiritual. You need to awaken what is within you. As we all know, it is within everybody, each one of us. We just have to get in touch with that and awaken that. That's the only thing we have to do. And when you awaken that, it's a beautiful world, and everything seems to have a reason why it is happening with us, why it is around us, why we are put in situations that we actually feel we don't deserve to be in. That's all happen. That all happens when you are spiritual. So I feel that whatever be your idea of spirituality, you need to know what it is, and not run away from it, and not imitate it blindly just because somebody else is doing. That is something I always encourage. Be yourself. You don't have to compare yourself with other people or imitate what others are doing without knowing why you're doing it. That is something we can learn from a very early age, and I think that makes a lot of sense. So that applies well with spirituality also. So my idea of spirituality is different from yours, but what is your idea of spirituality? And try putting it in your own words, whatever it is, because if you try to frame it as what I feel is spirituality, it's not going to work out for you. What is your idea of it? For everything, that is very, very essential that you have individual opinions on all aspects of life. What do you think is this or is that? What is your idea of it? And make a note of that, and reflect on that. All these helps to grow up. and for me it has helped me a lot. And spirituality, I think without that you're losing a lot of things that the life has to offer you. So being spiritual is a part of life. Whichever religion you believe in, it is not about religion. It's spirituality is not essentially about religion. It's about your way of connecting with yourself. It's the way of how you connect with the world. It's just that. It's who you are. That is what spirituality does to you. It brings you in touch with the core of who you are, and that helps you to understand life in a different perspective. It all happens when you are spiritually awakened, and it's a great feeling. I've lost a lot of it because I've not been practicing much. In fact, I got busy with a lot of other stuff, like the struggles of life. We all have that. I have my own share, and because of that, I would say I have been distracted from all this. I've got separated from the spiritual connection which I've always cherished. But I'm sure it will not take me a long time to get back to that, and practice it again. It's very important that we do that. And for that, it's very important that you spend some time alone, probably, or find places where it is soothing. And there's so many things that helps you to awaken your sense of spirituality within. And it's something you don't have to run away from life after doing that. In fact, it helps you to get back with life and make sense of everything that's happening. That's like it puts you in an armor. It gives you a protection or a shelter to face everything that happens around. That's my idea of spirituality. I'm sure I've not put it in the right words, but if you ask me to write it, I can do. I write better than I speak, honestly. I don't speak that well because I'm not very spontaneous, but I like writing. If you ask me to write, I would come up with a better description of what is my idea of spirituality. So when I read about Mr. Vinod Khanna, I read that he left the material life for a while and he went to Osho and wanted to be spiritual. So I just reflected on that. Why do people feel like that at certain age when they have enjoyed a lot of things, and then suddenly they feel like this doesn't make sense, so let's get into spirituality and let's experience that. And once you experience that, you can't come back because it feels more meaningful. It feels soothing for your soul, probably. The reason I believe why we all feel like wanting to be spiritual at some point of time is because it's probably because we don't engage in a lot of soulful activities in life. Yeah, it's not much of the things that we speak every day, much of the things that we do every day. It doesn't have soul. So there are very, very, very few moments in our life when we are soulfully connected with someone. So when this happens, definitely we feel that this is better. This is really good. It feels good. And how do you say that to other people? Like, it feels good. It's very difficult. Somebody had told me the other day that you don't have to explain much to someone about why people like to have boyfriends or girlfriends at certain age. It's not necessary that you have to explain it to anybody. You just tell them it feels good. They'll understand. So this is like that. At a certain age, it's like that. You just have to tell them it feels good. So being spiritually connected with life feels good. That's all I would say. So those who understand what it is, they really know. So it's like what I just said. It feels good. You know what it is. You don't have to explain to someone that what it is like to feel good. Right? So I'll be back. Now the rain is gone and it's sunny, so unfortunately I'll not be able to show you the rain. So probably let's see tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. So I just got out the bed. Usually I take not a nap, I take rest for some time in the afternoon because there's nothing more to do at this time. So these days, as I said, I'll be doing some yoga after this, and my groin stretch is much better. And so see, today I could stand like this and speak for about 20 minutes now without feeling the ache. So there is improvement. And what has helped me a lot is the stretches that I do, the yoga stretches. I've been browsing on YouTube, and there are so many yoga stretches and physiotherapists who tell you what to do when you have a groin stretch or the muscle stretch, which gives you so much of ache, and it's really painful, I tell you. So if you have it, you just have to, once you know what is your problem, it's easier to get out of it. You know, the stage when you don't know what is your problem is really troublesome. It troubles you a lot because you don't know what you have and you don't know what you can do, what you cannot do. So you kind of hold on there dangling, not knowing what you are supposed to do and what you're not. But that is a great relief once you know what you can do, what you have, so that you know what you can do about it. So this stretches really helps you, and hopefully I'll be back in my normal active mode in a few weeks. Okay, this is the finger. Okay, I've held the finger like this. So what does it mean? See you tomorrow with some topic, and if it's raining, definitely I'm going to show you. Don't want to miss the good things of life. So what is good that's happening in your place? Just cover it up and show me what it is like, because I like to see what is happening in your place as well, because I show you whatever is good in this place, if there is, if I can. Okay, so as of now, what I'm showing you is the good part. Probably that's why I'm showing you this. So you go by the feelings. All right, I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good day.